know whatever I lose, all I want is to be with you. I want to know your heartbeat, heartbeat. Show me how your heart beats, heart beats. I want to know your heartbeat, heartbeat. Show me how your heart beats, heart beats. The rhythm of your love is for me. I want to know your heartbeat. Heartbeat. Hey, thank you guys so much for worshiping with us. You guys can take a seat.
That was amazing.
Can we give it up for the worship team?
Can we get another round of applause for our worship team?
that was awesome.
They are super, super cool. Hello, good evening. If you are here in person, thank you for being here. If you are watching online, I see you as well. My name is Ryan. I am a volunteer here. I am the husband, not the wife. I almost said I am the wife of Bella. She's my wife. She leads worship most of the time. And this is my good friend, Tammy.
What's up, guys?
Tammy's
Glad
on
you're here.
staff here on the JHM team. You probably have seen both of us before. We're super excited that you are with us tonight in person or online. We are going to have a ton of fun tonight. We are continuing our new series that we started last week called Signs.
Signs.
How many of you can drive? No. Okay, maybe
None
one
of you
person.
should be raising your
Yeah,
hands
drive
right
like
now.
a bike or something like that. Well, if you drive, you probably see signs all over the road, and we're going to talk about some of those signs and what they can mean in your
Yes.
spiritual life. But first, we're going to have some fun because we
Yes.
like to have fun here at JHM. So
Yes, we
we're going to
do.
play a game, and it's an all-play game. So go ahead and stand on up.
Stand up.
Put your cookies on the ground. Put your
Cookies to the
juice to the side.
Hot
Say
chocolate
hello
to
to your neighbor as you get up. Stretch your legs. Say, what's up? Say, what's up? Little elbow bump. Little elbow bump.
Your elbow's like way up here.
Yeah. I just almost knocked her out.
Mine's just like
It's
a
all
little
right.
bit of an
It's all right.
extra
We're going to
stretch.
play a game. This first game is called Never Have I Ever. Has anyone played this game before?
Anyone
Show of
ever
hands.
played
Never
that?
have I
Never
ever.
Have I ever?
Yep. If you've never done
Yes.
anything. Okay, you're going to keep that hand in the air because we are going to have 5 fingers in the air.
Okay.
We're going
alright.
to list off some
Keep your
random
5 fingers.
things. If you have done that thing or have, agreed with that statement, you put a finger down.
Cool.
Last person remaining gets to play Plinko at the end of the night. Pretty
Alright.
simple. Pretty
Alright,
simple.
alright.
We're going to do a practice so everyone can get accustomed. So let me see those 5 fingers in the air. Again, this is just a practice, so let's go ahead and see our first example. I have never been on an airplane. So if you have been on an airplane, you would put a finger
You
down.
Would put a finger down.
I would hope that most of you maybe have traveled, maybe not in the last year, but in
But
your
maybe
life.
not.
Maybe you have been on an airplane. Okay, 5 fingers up, 5 fingers
So,
up. This
that was
is
just a practice. Just
this
a
is
little
for
practice
real.
round.
We're starting for real.
Restart.
All right, let's go ahead and see our first example. I have never painted my fingernails. Maybe some of my boys in the crowd, you might be
I
lucky,
have
but
painted my
females, if you've
fingernails.
painted your fingernails,
have.
or boys,
It's you.
or boys,
Yeah,
hey, I'm
yeah.
no judgment over here. If you painted your fingernails, you're gonna
Maybe
put a finger
your
down.
sister painted your nails.
Yep,
It's a
yep,
thing.
it's okay. All right, let's go ahead and see our next example.
Next one.
I have never lived outside of this state.
Oh.
I have to put a finger down because I'm from Michigan.
We both have. I'm from
I know. Okay. All right.
Aloha.
People are getting the memo.
Anyone not from
Aloha. Aloha.
Aloha.
You can play online as well. Let us know how many fingers you have remaining in the air, and if you're at the end and you have you have some stuff that you have not done, you may win a prize as well. So
Yeah.
we're gonna continue.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and see our next example.
Next one.
I have never, and owned is probably the wrong word, more so streamed. I have never
Streamed?
listened or bought on iTunes.
You
Maybe
went
that's a
out
little
of your
pre.
way to listen
I have
to a
never
Taylor Swift.
listened to a Taylor Swift song. We're gonna just throw it there.
You haven't?
I have. I have
Oh.
3 fingers.
Did anyone not put a finger down for that one?
Who has never listened
I
to
am
Taylor Swift?
ashamed.
Wow, good for
I am
you.
ashamed. Go home and listen to a Taylor Swift song.
It's
You're
okay.
a big fan. My brother's an even bigger fan of Taylor Swift. It's a little,
Wow.
it's a little weird.
All right. Well, I got 3 fingers in the air. We're still playing the game. Let's go ahead and see our next.
Fingers in the air.
That's okay.
All right.
I
next
have
one.
never broken a bone.
I have broken 2 fingers and an arm. Anybody done worse than that?
I have never broken a bone.
Okay, amazing.
Knock
amazing.
on
Don't
wood.
break bones. It's not fun. It's not fun. You don't want to be in a cast.
All right, let's continue. What's our next one? I have never read a Harry Potter book.
Read. I am out, Ryan.
I have too. It's
on
okay.
that note, I am out.
Tammy's done a lot of
Wow,
things.
did
I
anyone-
am still.
Did anyone get out? I've literally done all those.
If you
all
are
those
out,
things.
you are going to go
Reese-
ahead and take a
Reese
seat.
and me. I think there should be an award for going out first. I don't know. I'm
Maybe.
just saying.
Maybe. Josh has one finger left. If you are out, you're going to go ahead and sit down.
gosh.
We're going to
Me and
continue to
Reese, me and
play.
Reese. It's okay.
What's our next example? I have
Some people
never
in
sung
here.
along to Let It Go at the top of my lungs. Hey,
we
if-
have done that
If
here at
you
Junior
don't,
High
if
Ministries.
you don't put a finger down, y'all just lying. And
we
you know
do
we're
it-
at church,
Should
so
we do it right now?
let it
Unlimited-
go,
No.
let it go. Why'd you stop singing?
I'm
Okay.
gonna leave you hanging there. I'm gonna leave you hanging. If
I'm
you
married
guys
to somebody
joined
that sings.
him,
It's
then maybe you
okay.
lost a finger.
Anyways, who is more than 2 fingers? Does anyone have 4 fingers up still?
Wow.
5.
Some of you have 5.
What? Never sung Let It Go?
Incredible.
My man. Okay.
Incredible,
Anyways,
okay.
let's continue.
Let's keep on going.
I have never played Minecraft.
Played Minecraft.
I'm looking at you. He put a finger down.
Come
Okay.
On, come on, boys. I know. I know.
Hey, and girls.
I know.
And girls.
And
Yeah,
girls.
mhm.
I know it. I know.
Alrighty.
We're gonna spew through these a little faster. Let's go to the next one.
I have
Put
never put ketchup on mac and
on
cheese.
oh, come on. That's like you gotta try it, whether or not you like it.
You
gotta
do it
try
at least
right?
once.
Ketchup on mac and cheese.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I have never played Call of Duty. My boys, I'm
Dudes,
looking at you.
Ladies.
My dudes.
Come
what?
on, be honest.
Come on. Come on, I'm down to 1
It's a
finger.
little intense of a game.
All right, keep going.
All right.
I have never owned an iPhone. Oh, okay,
Anybody
yeah.
got a flip phone
Yeah,
out there?
some people are
If
sitting
anyone
down.
has a flip phone, I want to give you a high five.
All right, next example.
I love it.
I have never left cookies or milk out for Santa.
Left.
Really?
Come on, guys. Left cookies out for Santa. If not, you got it.
If you or your mom has left
San-
cookies out for Santa, you are involved in that transaction. All right, I still got 1 finger up, I think, maybe, I don't know. Let's go ahead and see our next example. I have never had braces. Ooh, this is right around the time for you guys.
I have never had braces. I wish I did, but parents.
I'm out. Looks like Josh is out, Tammy's out, so you guys have never done more things than us.
All
Maybe
right,
that just means you're
we've
younger.
gotten
Which
down to about a fourth of, I think, our audience left. So let's spew through these next few. Our next one is this. Gone camping in a tent. If you've never gone camping in a tent.
all right,
All right, next one. Here it is. Eating sushi.
Was it-
Please tell me. Please tell me you've eaten sushi. If you
Anybody?
can put a finger
Anybody?
down.
All right, all right.
All right, all right. Let me do a temperature check. Can you guys raise up your fingers? All right, anybody got 3? We got 3.
I got 3, 1 in the.
Who else got a 3? Okay, we got some 2s, some 1s. All right, let's do this. We're gonna bring it down a notch. Let's do our next couple and see how it goes. Watched a Star
I have
Wars
never
movie.
watched a Star Wars movie.
All right, if you've watched a Star Wars movie, finger goes down. You've never watched a Star Wars movie. Oh man.
Oh, my
man. Josh,
goodness.
talk to this guy. All right, next one. Here it is.
I have never made cupcakes. And I'm going to say made or eaten
Have
just
you made
because I get to
cupcakes?
change the rules. Yeah, I get to change the rules. I'm
Have-
sorry. I'm
have-
sorry. I'm out too. I'm out
I
too.
like it. I like it. If you've eaten a cupcake or if you've made cupcakes, finger goes
Mm.
down. All right, to our last 5. Why don't you guys come up right here to the front? Right here to the front.
Come
The
on.
last ones who are standing. Last ones who are standing. Right here to the front. You're gonna face everyone out, and we're gonna bring it down to an elimination. So we got 2 over there.
Come
Everyone
on.
else, 1.
All right.
1. All right.
You can come on up.
All right. This could be the final moment. Our friend over here has 2. Liam, it seems like you gotta create a list of things to do after
Yeah,
this. I'm
yeah,
just
we're going to
saying.
help him. And the last clue, possibly the last clue, is I have never been to a Disney theme park.
Never been to a Disney.
Have you been to a Disney theme
Have
park?
you guys been to Disney theme parks?
If you have, you're out of fingers and you get to go sit down.
Friends up here, have you guys been to a Disney theme park?
What?
You've been to a Disney theme
She's
park? Have
been
you
to-
been to a Disney theme park? All right, you have been. All right,
Then
you're
you go
out.
sit
Then
down.
You're out. Oh,
Oh,
you had
shit,
2
2?
left. All right, here's our
All right.
next one.
I have
Eat
never eaten at Chipotle.
At Chipotle. What about you? you? You've never eaten at Chipotle?
You've never eaten at Chipotle? Dude. Oh my goodness. Oh.
And it brings it to
Hey.
the final 2. Here's our next one.
Oh.
Had a pet fish.
Haha, we
Have
have
you?
a winner.
No, you've never had a pet fish? All right, guys, give it up for my friend right here.
Woo!
I think you got to create a list of
He's
things
got
to do.
some
You're
stuff
gonna
to
come
do.
back
Hey
at the
Josh,
end
he's
of
never watched
service.
Star Wars, so
I
get with him
know,
after
I know. Get
after
on
church.
That. Get on that, guys.
Well, that was
maybe you some things got revealed to yourselves, a list that you need to create of things to do after this. I hope
Mm-hmm.
so. All right, guys. Well, we have come to the time of our service, and this is a JHM tradition. Shout it out if you know what I'm talking about. It is called the
Impossible
Impossible Shot. The Impossible Shot. That is right. If you are here, where is it? Where is it? If you are here for, oh gosh, you just got hooked. If I do it to Ryan, I'm gonna hurt myself. If you're here for the first time, what we love to do here at junior high is say hello. We love that you're here. We want to make sure that we're welcoming you well. And here's the deal. Who here has a friend at school? A neighbor friend? Give
Maybe.
a little wave.
Anybody have a friend?
Yes.
I got a friend.
I know you guys do. I know you guys do. And Ryan, you know, he's pointed this out before. Guys, if you have a friend, bring them, invite them, and you're going to get a chance to be up here, have a chance to play the Impossible Shot. And here's how it
Impossible
goes.
Shot.
Everyone take a look back there. Way back there.
Way back there, you see little
You see
Lawson
Lawson giving
standing
a little
right.
wave. All right, so here's the deal. The Impossible Shot, you have a bow, you have an arrow, you have a chance to try to hit the target, but not just hit it.
You gotta get it
you
through the
gotta
little
go
hole. But
through the target.
if you make it,
Here's
you
what's
get to
at
walk
stake.
home with this Tammy-sized arcade game, NBA
I
Jam.
actually think it's bigger than me. I don't know.
I don't even know how this would fit in your car, but it's not my problem.
It's not.
It really isn't. You win
It's
it,
not.
you take it. I'm looking at you, Colton.
It's not. Well, here's
Anyways.
the deal. Is anyone here for the very first time?
Very
Here for the
first time.
All right. I know I got a couple of friends right here in the front. All right, let's do it. Why don't you guys come and join
Come on
us?
up. The
two
very
of
first
you.
time. Tammy, why don't you hold
I
this
know,
this
and-
bow real quick?
All right. All right, so first up, you're going to give us your name. Joel. This is Joel. Everyone say, what's up, Joel? Okay, one more time. What's up, Joel? Okay,
What's
well,
up?
Hopefully by the time we get to the next person, we're going to get better at that. Joel, I know you've never done this before, but how confident are you about taking the Impossible Shot right now?
She looks extremely confident.
She said, you
So you're
have
gonna
no
clip it,
idea,
right?
guys, what is coming. It's going to be amazing. You're going to see something done like never before.
As you can.
All right, Joelle, the goal is to not hit a human being. If you just so happen to hit Lawson, that's okay.
Yeah, if you hit
It's
Lawson,
okay.
I'll give you a piece of candy.
But try not to hit anyone else. You know?
Just yank it way back there. Just give it a little bit of arc, you know.
All right, here we go.
Shoot it up in the air. There
Here
you
we
go.
go.
You look like a natural. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Watch your heads.
Joelle, you almost hit a human being.
And that was amazing.
You did, and
But don't worry, we're not done there.
All right, and to our next friend over here, give us your name. We have Charlotte over here. Everyone say, what's up, Charlotte?
What's up, Charlotte?
Oh, wait, okay, I'm going to count it off. 1, 2, 3. What's
up, Charlotte?
We got to work on that here. Well, Charlotte, how confident are you about taking the Impossible Shot? She says pretty confident.
said
I love
pretty
it.
confident.
She said it, not me. Right here. All right, Charlotte, we are stoked that you're here with us today. She's pretty confident. This is just a part of the show, you know? She doesn't want to show off too much. All
She's
right,
gonna
here
yank
we
it.
go.
She looks like a natural. Watch your
Here
heads.
we go.
Booyah! And she
All
hit the
right,
prayer,
it
the little prayer
ricocheted
wall.
and did hit a person, but you know what? That was amazing.
That's
Thanks,
okay.
Charlotte.
They're soft.
All right, guys. Well, we do have one more game, and this game is called Bananas. Bananas for scale. And here's how this game works. Did you guys see that arrow almost hit me?
It's a weird game.
That was terrifying. This is how the game works. You are going to be using bananas as a unit of measurement. That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you guys guess the height, the weight, the distance of different objects in bananas.
And
in
this is like
bananas.
your average,
An
like
average
not too
size
small, not too
banana.
big, just like a really good yellow ripe banana.
Yeah,
You know?
I love bananas. Eat your bananas. They give you good potassium.
Good potassium.
All right, so we're going to just do this first one as a little example, and here's how it's going to go. I know there's a lot of you guys here, but you're going to, this is an all play, so we're going to have you guys stand up.
Everybody stand up, get to
Stand
your
up.
feet, put those cookies down.
And here's how it's going to work. So for our first question, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So I'm going to read this off. How many bananas high is a 6-foot tall person? Is it 13 bananas or 10 bananas tall? So what you're going to do is if you think it is 13, you are going to go to this side of the room. If you guys think it is 10 bananas, you are going to go to this side of the room. So for those of you back there, you're just going to make your way to the side. And if you're back there, you're just going to make it back there to the side. All right? So 13, if you think it's 13.
13 bananas.
If you think it's 10, you're going to be on this side. All right, scoot, 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 scoot.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
What do you think, Brian? 13 or 10?
Honestly, I have no clue.
I mean, you're like 6'4".
I'm
so
6'4", so I'm like just a little bit more.
So like one banana on top?
like maybe like a
kinda thing?
half. I don't know.
One more banana? All right, and the answer is 10 bananas.
10 bananas. So if you got it wrong, you would sit down
Well,
and you are out.
We're going to let that be a practice
But that was
run.
a practice,
Practice
so,
run.
all
If
right.
you still want to participate, stand up. Here's our next one, and this one you will get out if you are wrong, but here goes. Oh, no, you showed us the answer already.
It's okay.
How much does 10, guys, 10 Big Macs weigh in bananas? If you've ever had one from McDonald's, just visualize that big burger plus 10.
So this is me rolling up to the drive-thru window, and they're like, Psh, "Can I get your order?" And I'm like, "Hi, can I please get 10 Big Macs?" And they're like,
10
"Okay." And I'm
That's
like,
a lot
"How
of Big
much
Macs.
is that gonna weigh?"
12
And they're
on
like,
this side,
"Blank
12 on this
bananas."
Side, 10 on this side.
You know?
All right, move, 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 move.
You make a decision. You
Okay.
cannot be in the middle.
I
You
know,
got
what
to
is
choose
this
one way or
middle
the
line?
other. We have 20 over here, right? Yeah, 20?
12.
12
and
bananas.
20.
12.
All right, here is our answer. 20. 20.
It was
If you were on
20
this side, take
bananas
a seat. Take
for
a
10
seat.
Big Macs.
All right, here's our next question. Here we go. How many bananas high is the Statue of Liberty?
How many bananas?
How do you even?
If you think it's
No.
259 bananas,
259.
stand over yonder. If you think it is 600 bananas, pay your attention over to Josh.
All right, all right, all right. I see like this little corner going
All
on.
right, let's
right.
see our answer. It is 259 bananas
259.
tall.
That just wiped out. Wiped
Dang.
out most of the audience.
All right, we got a small little squad over here that has gotten some answers correct.
All right, here's our next one.
Let's see our next question. How much does a zebra weigh in bananas? We
Oh.
have 1,940 regular-sized
Okay.
bananas, or 3,086 bananas.
Bananas.
If you think it's 1,940 bananas, you're going to stay on this side. If you think it's over 3,000 bananas,
Are you guys?
go over there towards Josh.
You guys could all get out right now. I'm
If-
just saying.
If you think it's
You
3,000,
could
get
all
over there.
out. I'm saying lighten your odds. Lighten your
Come
odds.
on. Somebody
Guys,
think it's
We're going to
3,000.
see no one walk away with Plinko today. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
All right, all right.
All right, we got one person over here. All right, let's go. Our answer is
1,940 bananas.
Mac,
You guys were smart.
I believe in you, though.
We tried to test you guys. You guys are smart.
All right, here's our next one.
All right.
Here goes.
How much?
does 100,000 toothpicks weigh in bananas? Is it 30 or 80?
Toothpicks are pretty light.
All right.
100,000.
Guys, I'm just saying.
If you think it's 30, you're going to stay over here.
I'm just saying this
If
could
you
be
think
it.
it's 88, you're going to go over yonder.
Do you trust me?
Don't leave that side empty. You could
you-
be the winner.
Do you trust me? No, they said they don't trust me.
If you think it's 30, you're
right.
staying over here. You guys are locking in 30.
Here we
30
go.
bananas.
The answer is 88.
Oh,
And that means you sit down, you sit down,
I
you sit
tried
down. And
to
you know
help
what?
you.
You know what?
I hope you played along online.
Oh, we are going to give it away in the chat. Henry is monitoring in the back there, and he's going to
Oh.
help figure that out.
Man, we're sorry we didn't have any winners in person, but that's okay.
Gosh.
You've been playing online as well. We hope you enjoyed that. Some fun facts about bananas.
You know what, Ryan? I think that just teaches us, listen to your elders, you know? I mean, we could have some wisdom to spread upon
I
you
tried
guys.
to
You
help
know
you.
what I mean? I'm just saying.
All righty.
All right, guys. Well, in just a couple of minutes, we are going to invite on stage Josh, and he's going to be introducing our speaker today by the name of Bella, a.k.a. Ryan's wife.
That's my wife.
Ryan's wife, and she's going to be sharing with us today's message. It's going to be awesome. We are in a series called Signs. So we are in week number 2 of that. But before that, we're going to show you guys a quick little life group testimony video. Right now, we are a little past the halfway point of life groups. And it's been awesome. It's been so great seeing so many more students step in. And here's the deal, guys. If you are not plugged into a life group, it doesn't matter. You could still join one now. You could wait till our next session. We're going to have a little break and then jump into session 3. But Ryan's saying don't wait. I think don't wait if you can jump in now.
It is never too late to join a life group.
You're going to get so much out of it if you do. So why don't you guys turn your eyes to the screen and check out this quick little life group story.
Hi Mariners JHM, my name is Gavin and I recently moved here to Orange County from Spain. Over there at my school I had so many friends and it was really fun. But because of the pandemic, over here in the United States I haven't been able to make that many friends because our time at school is cut short. But recently I've joined my very first life group and I've been enjoying it so much. I've made so many new friends and have been able to grow in my faith. I really want to see all my new friends that I've made at Mariners soon. I also just want to start getting plugged into the church and serving more. I really want to participate in all the events that Mariners JHM has to offer.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to JHM. Great to see you tonight. My name is Josh. I'm the junior high pastor. Look down in front of you. You should find a program and a pen. If you're watching online, in the description, you can download, print at home, or follow along as well. So glad that you're here, whether it's your first time, like we got to meet several of you that are here for the first time, or you are a regular. I see some of my life group guys in the room as well. You are the best. Well, here's the deal. We're in a series called Signs, and you need to make sure that your pen works. So if you're at home, find a pen. If you're here, make sure your pen works. Draw a little car off to the side. Maybe it's a hover car from the future, a flying car, or your favorite model of car, or a soccer mom van, if you have to. That's just to make sure your pen works as we continue our series on signs. Now, if you were here last week or got caught up online, we talked about the stop sign, how God wants us to slow down to hear his voice, and you heard about my tragic story of running a stop sign while I was a pizza delivery boy, and you also heard me when I ran over a dog. It's a true story. Well, this week, while I'm only introducing the speaker, I didn't want to miss an opportunity to tell you about another driving fail that I had. It was a perfect day outside. It was a perfect day because I, Josh Griffin, your junior high pastor, was about to get a new car. I was driving down the street in my 1979 Chevelle. Now, the Chevelle sounds like a cool car, but it wasn't great. Here's a picture of me. My grandpa gave me this car. It was born before me. That's a 1973 Chevelle. Now, there's a thing like a Corvette or a something like the Chevette. Those are awesome cars. I had the Chevelle, and it's not an awesome car. But I'm telling you what, I was a good-looking dude. Can we just agree with that? I mean, it still kind of got it going. I get it. That's a sweet piece of man candy right there with my first ride. Well, here's the deal. I'm driving to trade in my car. They're going to hand me a check for my old car. I'm going to buy a new car. This is a huge moment. Someday, you're going to experience this feeling of buying a car or a new-to-you car. It's going to be amazing. And I was driving, and I was driving myself to the dealership. And here's the deal. There was a yield sign. The yield sign on the side of the road, which means that you need to give way or give control to someone else. You're going to merge lanes or you're following behind. It's a yield sign, a really common triangle sign that you might see on the road as your parents are driving you around or whatever. And so I'm supposed to yield to the person in front of me and into the cars that the lane I was merging into. Now, here's the problem. If you know my story, I try to tell a little bit of my story every life. We moved to Wyoming, Casper, Wyoming, that's where I got my driver's license, and there's like no one ever driving on the roads in Wyoming. It's like a ghost town everywhere you go. There's more people in one like square mile of where we live in Southern California than in all of Wyoming. So there's this lady in front of me. She's driving cautiously, and I'm driving to trade in my car. This is going to be a great day. In fact, I actually brought a picture of the new car that I was trading in for as well. Here's a picture of me with that sweet ride. Oh, baby. Yeah, still rocking the shorts and just chiseled. How did I have a dad bod when I was 18? That's what I want. Anyhow, sorry, I'm getting off track. I'm driving behind this lady. I look to the left. There's no one coming as far as the eye can see. In fact, there's like a tumbleweed and a couple cowboys. I look to the right. There's no one coming as far as you can see. You can literally see Nebraska. There's no one over there. I look back to the left. There's nobody. I'm fine. I don't need to yield to anybody. And then I realized as I was driving at full speed around this corner that the lady in front of me was yielding to no one, and she had stopped in the middle of the road. Now, she was a very cautious lady, and I completely destroyed her car when I rear-ended the back of her car. Now, the problem was I also wrecked my car. I was on my way to trade it in, and I didn't yield to the person in front of me, and I got into a huge wreck. Well, every week in our sign series, we're talking about a sign on the side of the road, but there's also more great principles for you to learn so that you don't make a wreck out of your life. Today, we're talking about yielding, and it's going to be awesome. If you don't know what yield means, it basically means to surrender or to give away, give up. I'll give you a couple examples. I was in Virginia. A couple weeks ago, I didn't get to come to JHM because I was on a college trip with my son. We were in Virginia, and there was a sign for a place called Appomattox, Virginia. Now, for those of you in history class, does anybody know what happened in Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia? Anybody know? No? Okay, good. Maybe that's ninth grade. We'll figure it out. In Appomattox Courthouse, they signed the peace treaty. The southern states, during the War of the States or the Civil War, you might be familiar with that, the southern states, they surrendered to the northern states and ended the Civil War. It happened at the Appomattox Courthouse, the place that we happened to be driving through, and I was like, whoa, that is a moment of surrender where the army put down their weapons and said, the war is over, someone else has control, someone else has won. I like to watch UFC. UFC is where dudes fight each other. They beat each other up. They just like smashing each other until someone's like, I'm done. And they tap out, which means I quit, I surrender, I yield, it's over. And tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about surrender, but not in a negative. We're going to talk about yielding. We're going to talk a little bit about what it means to give Jesus control of your life. I'm so excited for you to hear our speaker tonight. Her name is Bella. Bella normally leads with a guitar, but tonight she gets to give our message. You guys give a big JHM welcome to Bella. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? Okay, how are we doing? Are we doing good? Are we hyped up on all the sugar? No. All right, well, if you don't know me, my name is Bella. I'm usually up here, like Josh said, leading worship, and this is a different thing for me. Tonight, I'm going to talk to you guys about something that I'm super passionate about, something I feel like God has totally put on my heart, and that's yielding to Him. So we're going to jump right into it. So we're going to give you a few practical steps on how to surrender your heart to Jesus fully. And our first one is to fully surrender our heart. We're going to recognize that a battle is happening in our life. So I'm sure you guys know this by now, but the enemy is out to destroy us. He is out to derail us from everything that Jesus has for us. And it's our job to put the armor of God on so that we can step into that battle stronger. So let's look at our first verse from Ephesians 6:10. We're going to read this on the screen. Here we go. A final word. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on all of God's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all the strategies of the devil. We're going to put on the armor of God. That is so cool to me. That is a strong verse. That's a visual of putting on armor to go into the battle. Jesus is saying here, we're going to deal with a lot of battles in life, and I don't know what yours is. I'm going to give you actually an example of something that I've dealt with for a long time. So imagine 12-year-old Bella, and I don't have a picture because it was really embarrassing. So 12-year-old Bella was too embarrassing to show, but I was about this tall. I've always been a very tall human, but I was 12 sitting in science class learning about, I don't know, I'm not a big science person, but probably the solar system or systems or whatever it means. And all of a sudden, my heart started to race super fast. Like it was kind of like if you're sitting in a theater and you're watching a scary movie and something pops out at you, then you get scared, right? Well, all of a sudden, I was just in science class, like writing notes, highlighting all the things. And all of a sudden, my heart just started pounding. My hands were all clammy and sweaty. I was shaking. I could not breathe. And I literally convinced myself in that moment that I, as a 12-year-old in science class, was having a heart attack. It's funny because now I'm standing here, and I'm not a goner. I did not die that day in science class. But that was the beginning of a 13-year-long now battle with anxiety. And something I didn't realize in that moment was that I could have put the armor of God on, and I could have been stronger for that battle, but I thought I had to fight it all by myself. Okay, so for our second point on here, give control to Jesus. Give control, Jesus. Control of my heart to Jesus. That is something that I had done as an 8-year-old. That I had accepted Jesus into my heart, but I didn't realize what that actually meant. The power that I had invited into my heart in that moment, that is something that I could have used sitting in my science class, right? If I was sitting in science class and I knew that I had the power of Jesus living inside me, I could have been like, anxiety, what are you going to do to me? I have the power of Jesus. Like, I can fight you so much harder. But I hadn't given Jesus control of my heart. So write that down for number 2. In order to fully surrender your heart to Jesus, you have to give Jesus control of your heart. Let's read in Galatians. It's going to be up on the screen here. Now, this is what happens when we say, I believe to Jesus. Now, this is powerful. I want you guys to get this. So when we say, I believe, it says this, I have been crucified with Christ. I don't live any longer, but Christ lives in me. Now I live my life in my body by faith in the Son of God. He loved me and gave himself for me. I want you guys to circle Christ lives in me. When we say I believe to Jesus, he takes up residence in our heart. He literally, the power that raised Jesus up from the grave lives inside of us. So when we're dealing with something, a battle, and I want to get practical with you guys. So my battle was and is anxiety, but for you, it might be comparison. You might hold on so tightly and look at your friends in school and say, they have so much more than me. They're so much better in soccer. They're so much better in gymnastics. They have all the things that are going to make them successful in life, and I don't. Or maybe you're dragged down by social media or something that you look at on the internet that it feels wrong, but you cannot look away. Maybe that's the battle that you're struggling with. And right here, if you have accepted Jesus, he wants to partner with you in that battle. He's not saying that we're going to live a perfect life and there's not going to be any battles or any struggles. He's saying that, guys, on earth, it's gonna be hard. And so when you say yes to Jesus, he is partnering with you. He will carry you through the fight. In science class, I gave my fear to anxiety. I was overcome by whatever had come over me instead of fearing God, fearing the creator of this universe who was living inside me. How many of you guys have heard the phrase, fear the Lord? Fear God. Okay, I was about your age when I first heard that, and I was pretty upset when I read it. And when my pastor at the time was speaking that verse over me, I was like, okay, I am a scared little mouse already, dealing with anxiety, and now you want me to fear God. God is supposed to be this loving, gentle father figure, and you want me to fear him? No. Then fear makes me want to move away. So if God is here, I'm running, and I'm going to hide under a blanket because I don't want to deal with that. But fear in this sense means to look at God in awe, to have a deep respect for him, to look at him in awe and wonder. So when we fear God, it's different than fearing something that's on a screen in a scary movie. We're not going to run away from him. When we fear God, we're actually going towards him. So in Proverbs, you guys may have read this in our last series, Wise Guys. Proverbs says this, "The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death." So when we fear the Lord, so my battle over here is anxiety. Yours might be comparison, pride, the internet. It could be cheating. It could be lying to your parents. You battle with little white lies that you don't feel like that big of a deal, but they are, and that's your battle right here. But when we fear the Lord, we actually turn away from whatever is keeping us from him, and we actually run towards him. That's so cool to me. Fearing God isn't what, in a sense of on earth here, what we think is scary. It is actually him pulling us closer to him telling us that, guys, I created this universe. I am so powerful, and our finite minds cannot even begin to realize what he is. But when we fear him, we move closer and closer to him. So what Josh was talking about the battles in history class, which I honestly tuned those out, and I couldn't tell you what battle he was talking about, but I will tell you this. In a battle, when we surrender in a battle, we lose control. So that's on your outline. When we surrender in a battle, we lose control. The opposing side waves their white flag and they say, "I'm done, I lose, I'm going home." But when we surrender our lives to Jesus, we give him control. We give our lives to him, and we don't lose anything. We actually gain life. We gain life when we lose ourselves to this world and what the devil is trying to keep us from him. All right, so we know battles are happening, and I'm sure you guys are thinking of something in your mind, because nobody can walk this life without something that tears them away, that pulls them away from Jesus. We know the battles are coming, and something that's super important to do in order to fight the good fight as strong as we possibly can, we enlist others in the fight. So that is our third point. We're going to enlist others in the fight. So in Matthew, it says this, "And don't let us yield to temptation, but rescue us from the evil one." Don't let us yield to temptation, but rescue us from the evil one. If you don't get anything from this message, I want you to circle this verse. I want you to highlight it. Maybe write, draw. If you're an artist, draw a key. This is key thing tonight. Don't let us yield to temptation, but rescue us from the evil one. This shows us that we have a choice to yield to temptation, to yield to that battle, to surrender to it because we think it's bigger and better than us, or we can turn away from it. Like in Proverbs, it says we turn away and we fix our eyes on Jesus. We can surrender to him, or we can surrender to temptation, but we cannot be both. We can't do both. We can't do both. So it's important for us to have people around us who are going to sharpen us, who are going to help us turn ourselves from that thing that's dragging us down so that we can fix our eyes on Jesus. In Galatians, it says that we are called to carry one another's burdens. That means we're called to shoulder each other through pain, through suffering, but we're also called to just carry each other through the good times. We're called to be in community with each other. And in Matthew, Jesus tells us that where 2 or more are gathered, I am there with them. He loves community. So right now, as we're gathered in the name of Jesus, as we sing and worship him, he's in our midst. He's closer than our breath. That is powerful. God loves community. And a practical step for us is to join a life group. If you're not in a life group, join a life group. I have a life group of girls that Wednesday nights are my absolute jam. We talk all things. First of all, we eat snacks, and that's very important in community. We break bread together, and it's amazing. And second of all, we talk life with this overarching theme of we love God, and we're pointing each other towards him. So if you're not in a life group, I want you to find one of us, to find Tammy. She's the life group girl. She will get you plugged in. Like my husband said, it's never too late to join a life group. And today is the day. If you are not in a life group, get plugged in. All right, let's actually put the yield sign back up. Cool. So this sign, you probably didn't even look at it twice. I should look at this sign more. When you see this tonight, when you're driving home or when you're going to the grocery store, you're going to see this sign next time you're in the car. And I want us to be reminded of that idea of surrendering to Jesus. It is a daily choice to surrender. We can either surrender to our battles, our struggles. We can surrender. We can live a life of lying, of cheating, of doing things that we probably know aren't the best for us and our health. We do it anyway. We can go down this bad trap that the devil puts there for us to pull us away, or we can fear God and we can walk away. It's not going to be a perfect walk. Doesn't mean that we'll make mistakes and we'll turn back like this. We might go back to that one thing that's pulling us away, but as long as we keep fighting, that's what it's all about. We got to keep fighting. And the way that we do that is to enlist others, get an army of people behind you who are for you and who are pointing you towards him. We have to recognize the battle. We have to call out that one thing that we can't get rid of alone. I couldn't get rid of anxiety alone. I tried so hard. I was holding it I was like, when you're like climbing a rope, I don't know if you guys do this in school. I never could climb the rope, A, but B, you hold on so tight to it, and it's not yours to carry. You can let go. You can let go and let God take it and follow him. So we have a choice. We can hold on to it, or we can fear God and know who he is and know that he is going to fight our battles with us and for us because he is for us, and nobody can be against us if he is for us. So we're going to actually end service a bit differently. I'm actually going to invite the band back up. They're going to sing a song over us. And now this is not a time to get up and sing and dance and clap your hands. This is actually a time where we're gonna sit and we're gonna sit in the presence of God, and we're gonna reflect on what he's trying to communicate to us through this message. And our leaders are actually gonna pass out these cards. I have one right here. This is an I Believe card. And some of you may know exactly what I Believe is. We do it at Mariners. It's an amazing thing. I believe there are a few options on here. So if you're here for the first time and this message has struck a chord with you and you feel like you're ready to surrender all to Jesus tonight, we don't want to pass up an opportunity for you to do that. So there's actually the first check mark on here is saying I'm saying I believe for the first time, and I'm committing my life to you, Jesus. The second option is recommitting your life to Jesus. Maybe you said I believe back in 3rd grade, and you're like, wow, I have a battle in my life that I hear Bella talking about, and I need to lay it down at the feet of Jesus. And maybe that's you. And if you're not ready to say I believe, there's a check mark for that, and we want you to keep coming back to JHM to learn about who this Jesus guy is. And if you have said I believe and you feel like you're in a great spot with Jesus, I want you to circle I believe on the front and maybe just draw a check mark. We don't want to leave you guys out. And at the bottom, there's an area that we're actually going to pray for you. So I want you to write down an area in your life that you want to surrender, you want to yield to Jesus. So maybe it's you've been lying a lot. Maybe you're cheating in school and you feel really guilty about it. Maybe it's that thing on the internet that you're like, I feel trapped by this and I can't fight this alone because my human nature is pulling me down. Write it down. And you can put your name on this. If it's too personal and you don't want to put your name on it, don't feel pressured to. At the end of service, we're actually all going to pin it up to that board. We'll have the I believe side, so no one's going to read what you wrote. But I want you to take this time. We're going to actually have the lyrics on the screen to this song. After you're done filling it out, I just want you to read these lyrics and just believe what God is trying to tell you today. And my favorite line of this is, no one's gonna love me like you love me. And that's, God is going to love you better than anybody else will. This song's about falling into the love of Jesus. So take some time to fill this out, and I'll be back to pray us out.
Like you love me.
I love that. No one's going to love us the way that God does. Now, I want everybody to actually close your eyes in this moment. We're not going to call you out by name. We're not going to embarrass you. But if you did say, I believe, for the first time, I would love for you, if you feel like you're ready to raise your hand, we'd love to acknowledge you. If you said, I believe, for the first time. And for those of you who maybe recommitted your life to Jesus today, would you please raise your hand? Nobody's going to call you out. Awesome. We're going to pray. We're going to pray a prayer in our hearts of recommitment to Jesus. So for those of you who raised your hand, pray this in your heart. Jesus, I believe in you. I believe you died on the cross to save me from my sins. Come back into my heart again. I want you to be Lord and Savior over my life. Amen. Can we celebrate those in this room who recommitted their life to Jesus tonight? Awesome. So good. So great. So proud of you guys. A reminder, we're gonna pin up these prayer cards on the prayer wall after service, but we have some unfinished business to take care of.
All right. I'm actually going to ask you guys to give one more round of applause for Bella as well as the worship team. That was so good. And you know, I love it. I am just always in awe of seeing the student worship team that's up here. And here's the deal, guys. Today, even we just had a tech volunteer serve meeting. And there was 10 junior hires out there because there's so much that makes what happens here because you guys have chosen to say yes and be a part of it. And in the same way, you guys, there's also, I'm seeing today too, as some of you guys are stepping in and making a commitment to follow Jesus for the first time or recommitting to Jesus. And I just want you to know, the power of you guys right where you're at. As a junior high, you have so much to give. You have so much to offer. And here's the thing too, as you wrote down something that's on there, if you feel led to ask for prayer tonight, or if you did make a commitment to accept Jesus in your heart and you want to talk with someone about that, that's what we are here for as leaders. So please, if that's something that's tugging on your heart tonight, do not hesitate to come up to me, Ryan, Bella, any of the leaders that are around you wearing these name tags. We are here for you guys. So please don't leave if you feel like you need someone to talk to. Well, that was awesome. And Ryan, are you ready for our unfinished business of some Plinko, some games that we have left to do?
We love the unfinished business of playing Plinko because it's so much fun.
Plinko. Yes. All right. So here we go. We have one person who won our game earlier. Who was that? Remind me.
It was
Who was that? All right. So Liam, come on up. And here's the deal. We have, if you guys checked in with us today, your names are going to be up on the screen. We're going to raffle them off, and you have a chance to also win some Plinko. Liam, why don't you join us?
That's what logged you into our contest. You're going to see your name roll on the screen. And we're going to count down. We're going to say 3, 2, 1, yield.
Yeah. Oh, yield. I like it.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, yield.
Cool,
but,
cool.
Whatever.
Well,
the sign.
why don't we do this? I think this is our audience names up on here first. So let's raffle this off. When you see your name up on the screen, you guys are going to give us your little yip, your little noise. I'm hearing some whistles.
Yip.
It's great. I'm seeing Madison,
Emily,
Reese.
Titus, Dominic, Chase, Liam.
They're just so hard to read.
They're so fast.
They're just going so
we're
fast.
We're going to count down to 3 and say yield at the end.
All right, and 3, 2, 1, yield.
Noah.
Where you at, Noah?
Noah.
Oh, there you are.
There you are.
All right, come on up. And then while you're making your way up, we're going to get our online audience. Guys, we are so grateful for you to be joining us here online.
We do not forget about you online.
We do not. I know we have some faithful ones, Potato Sloth.
Potato Sloth.
Potato Sloth.
That's a combination I would love to see.
It's my favorite username that I see pop up on the screen. So why don't we get those names up on the screen? And all right, let's let them go.
I see Al. I see JK. I see.
Do I see Jonas Brothers?
I don't see Potato Sloth.
Diego. I think I did see Potato Sloth.
It's going fast.
Carol,
You guys
find
know
something of that
what
sort.
to do. We're going to count down in
In
3,
3,
2, 1, yield. Whoa, that went quick. Jonas Brothers. Jonas Brothers something.
Well, Jonas Brothers, here we go. You just won a $10 gift card. Henry is going to reach out to you, or you reach out to Henry, and we're going to get that to you. Congratulations.
Thanks
we're glad that
for
you joined
watching
us today.
online.
And for those of you who are joining us here on stage, we got Liam first. I'm going to make my way this way. We're trading sides because Ryan is our Plinko person.
Plinko person.
Up here on the Plinko board, we have Lucy the llama.
Lucy the llama.
She is so fluffy, so soft.
Very,
but
very fluffy.
You will never know how fluffy or soft she is unless you want her. So
we have some llama socks.
Llama socks.
He says, I need those. We have a JHM beanie. You guys may already have one,
beanie.
but why would you want one when you could have two? We got a can of garbanzo beans.
Guys, if you've ever made hummus.
Honestly, hummus is amazing, but
that's what it's made out of.
I don't know about the garbanzo beans. We got some pens, and they got llamas on them because we got a theme here. And then it looks like we got a llama coloring book, and I may have to steal this one and take it home because I love coloring and I love llamas.
That's great.
Anyways, Liam, you were our first
Leah.
winner. What do you want to win? He said he wants Lucy the llama. We're going to go ahead and drop your
I
Plinko
want
chip.
Lucy the llama too.
What letter should I drop it under? Farthest to the left, he wants it right here. Can we make some noise in the crowd?
Little drum roll.
Let's play some Plinko.
Drum roll.
Let's see where it lands. Whoa, it's going all over the place. Man, this thing is going fast and you win. Some
llama
pens.
pencils.
They got some hearts. There's a pink one in there. That's an amazing prize.
right,
Don't do all your homework at
Liam.
once. Alrighty, you're up.
Next up, Noah.
Noah, what prize do you want to win?
Garbanzo beans.
I thought you said garbanzo beans, and I was like very concerned for a second.
If you want to make some hummus.
I think we're just gonna see what happens. What letter do you want me to put it under? He says he does not really care. We're gonna put it right in the middle. Come on, let's make some noise. 3, 2, 1, Plinko.
Drum roll.
Man, this thing is going quick. I don't know what he's going to win. Get in the beans. Oh, you win a hat. I'm not sure if you already have one, but now you have two.
Congratulations.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for signing
guys.
up.
Well, before we let you go, just a quick reminder for those cards, you are going to leave it with us at the back at our prayer wall. And here's one more thing. We are in what is called the Life Group Weekend Challenge. If you are in a life group, give me a little wave.
Where's my life group boys at? I see you. I see you. I see you.
Here's the thing.
I see you online.
If you are in a life group, let your leader know that you are here this weekend because the challenge is get 80% of your group to the weekend, and every Wednesday over the next couple of weeks, there's gonna be a prize.
There's a prize.
So this week, what's at stake is a snack feast.
Snack feast.
That is right. You heard it. A snack
feast.
So tell your life group leader you were here, and that's it. That's all we got for you guys. We will see you in 7.
See you in 7. Thanks for coming. Have a great night.